Having joined us in April 2011, the professor next in line requires no introduction, but still I will give it a try. His career started off with a B.Tech from the much reputed NIT Trichy. He went on to pursue PGDM from IIM Calcutta, after which he pursued PhD at Sloan School of Management, MIT. He has industry experience of more than 10 years, holding senior management positions across automotive giants. Before deciding to take up a career in academics, he was serving as General Manager, Product Engineering at Ford India Limited. Professor has several accolades to his name, including but not limited to IMB Chair of Excellence, Wickham Skinner Award, AFMD competition, and much more. During his lucrative stint at IMB, he has also held several administrative positions, being Chairperson of PGP Review Committee, member of PGP Committee, and the list goes on. Your case-based delivery and the Socratic approach that you adopt have had a lasting impact on the careers of so many. He has effective classroom management strategies, solid knowledge of the subject or field, and a great passion for teaching. He is exceptionally perceptive, well-timed, and organized in all his activities in and out of the course. He has been courageous and gutsy in whatever he has done, be it rejecting a 300% hike in salary, leaving Ford while it was in the top 10 globally. Professor, we hope that now you know that we know you are one of the best and one of our favorite professors. Ladies and gentlemen, Anshuman Tripathy.
Okay, good evening, guys. About a week and a half back, I got this email from your academic council asking me to speak here. I said, why me? मैं class में भी तो इतना बकवास करता हूँ. फिर से यहाँ पे और कितना I don't know why you want to listen to me of all the people. So, and then a couple of days back, day before yesterday, some of your acad council members landed up in my office, spending 1 hour telling me, oh, what I should talk, something from your life. My life is boring, yaar. उसमें है क्या? And then you put me into thinking. Now, of course, I don't go to any place unprepared. So I spent the whole of afternoon preparing for this. Okay, and there was the cricket match also going on, I watch test cricket. I don't watch ODI and all that stuff. I watch test cricket. I'm a big follower of test cricket, believe in it. Yeah, old school, hard luck. I firmly believe, if you don't follow cricket, if you don't see movies, you are not worthy of Indian citizenship. I'm a very clear thinker in that word, okay? And as I talk through it, I will bring some examples from that, okay? So let's start off with it, okay? And then, a couple of days back, couple of your classmates, second year guys were in my office, and they saw something in my hand and said, oh, these are the yellow pages that you carry in classroom. So here I've got some yellow pages to finish off, okay? So I gave both of them a yellow page pad that I have. So, so yes, those who have taken my class know I carry yellow pages. That's where all my notes are written and everything, okay? So yeah, so let's start off with something. You know very well, I will not tell you go capture the world and go turn the world around and all that. All everyone will tell you, you will do that, whether I say it or not. So I will tell you things you don't want to hear, which is typically what I do. Okay, everything that makes you uncomfortable, everything that you don't want to hear, but hard luck, that's the truth. No one has ever told me that I'm far from truth or I'm away from truth. So I'll start with a sore note. Okay, let me ask a question. How many of you will go to your jobs and say, this is a hard job, I will not do it. Give me an easier job. Oh, really? What bravado. If that is the case, then why do you complain when you then say that it's a hard exam? I'm sorry, but I have to say this. Those who took my OM core course were in my sphere have left that bad taste in me. Okay, yeah, we have gone back. Yeah, why? So what? How many of you will say it's a tough thing, accept it. But for me, okay, fine, as far as I look at all students, kids in front of me, okay, they do some mistake, forgive and forget. So, again, a couple of lines from a Hindi song, Barbadiyo ka jasn manata chala gaya. Bas khatam. Heard that song? Yeah, it's a very famous song, okay? Right, so let's sit. As you sit out here, many of you very happy, lot of accomplishment. You've finished IMB, got a great job, headed out to capture the world, a lot of accomplishments. Just tell you a few things, all you are still half-baked. You're still half-baked. Yes, I've told this earlier. Yes, academically you're complete. But there's a big part left, which is how do you carry yourself in life? How do you behave? Okay, what do you say? When do you say? Okay, I'm sorry, if I sound negative or something, but that's the truth. When you go into a job, you'll be at the bottom of the rank. Look up to the people above you, the seniors, the leaders in your company. Look at how they talk. Look at how they carry. Look at how they groom themselves. And that's the first part that you need to get yourself into. How to speak. That's a very important part. The academic part and all you'll find, that's anything you'll always be able to find. But how to carry yourself, that's so important. Okay. Second point coming out of that, you also have a responsibility. Listen one thing, don't neglect your health. Seems very trivial to say. Yes, you'll get caught into your jobs. Okay, don't neglect your health. You owe it to your families to maintain a good health. So what is it that you need to do? Never miss breakfast. Forget lunch, forget dinner, never miss breakfast. Believe me, guys. Never miss breakfast. That's the one meal you need to have. And that's the one meal you always missed. I know that, You come for your 10 o'clock class having woken up at 9:55. Okay, not in my class because then, you won't be dressed enough to be allowed to enter the class. That's different. Okay, yes, never miss breakfast. Not worth it. That's the biggest thing. That's a very serious piece of advice. Okay, next. Long back when I was in the early teens, I got a gift, a book. And I read that book. I enjoyed the story. Many years later, I've reflected back. I read that book again and again. And it's a very famous book, Animal Farm, George Orwell. Read it? Today when I look at it as a parody. And it's a very, very important book. It tells you something which is practiced everywhere, which is actually the definition of democracy. And what is that? All men are equal, but some are more equal. Yes, that's there. It's there everywhere. Okay, but let's not talk about it. Let's talk about Animal Farm. No company that you are going to work for is worth it. Hard luck. You didn't want to hear this. Except when it's your own company. Okay? Except when it's your own company. Every company is an animal farm, and there's that Napoleon who's going to exploit you, the boxer. Sorry to say that. As you go out, you'd want great words of encouragement and all. Hard luck, I'm telling you the reality. But then, yes, fine. What does that mean? There will be failures. There will be disappointments. But you can't let yourself down with these failures and disappointments. You cannot waste time fretting over it. Because after all, remember one thing, okay? This thing as it says, जो मिल गया उसी को मुकद्दर समझ लिया, जो खो गया उसी को भुलाता चला गया. Remember that? Yeah, famous Devanand song from the movie Hum Dono. Words of Harshat Jaipuri, music by Jaydev. Yeah. I'm a old movie song aficionado, so know all full details. Okay. Yeah, Mohammad Rafi song. Okay. Right. Yeah, that's very important. So then, what do? Yes, carry on. Okay, that's the part of it that you will have to. You will not get everything, and you will have to carry on. Now, your ACAD council guys told me talk about things from your life, and what is there? Nothing too much in my life here. Yeah. So let's talk about some small things. Okay, two very important things. So during my time, we didn't have this day zero, day one placements and all that you guys have. Day zero, 150 companies. Okay, and by day 1.5, everyone is placed, or whatever it is. During my time, day one, 8 companies. Day 2, some companies. Okay, and placements go on. I had a day 1 job. Then I put an option. I joined a day 5 company. How many of you will do that? Left a day 1 company and joined a day 5 company. Yeah, my whole batch ridiculed me. What is this? How can you leave a day 1 company and join a day 5 company? Yeah, I did it. I don't know why. Probably a strong belief in myself. I don't know. And that's something I would advise you. Have a strong belief in what you do. You could go wrong. Fine. It's not that I have done everything right. You could go wrong. But somewhere, some things have played out. And I think I really relish my work experience. I think if there are a lot of things I teach in class, is a lot of it I would contribute, I would really say my work experience, the way I rose very fast, developing new car models in India and everything was fantastic. At the age of 25, I had a purchasing responsibility of 1,000 crores, which today's terms will translate to 10,000 crores. Who will give you that kind of a responsibility? Yeah, I was very lucky. But that decision, day 1 to day 5. But the same set of batchmates of mine were saying, ridiculous, how can you leave a day 1 company and go to day 5? Couple of years back, okay. So the thing is, have strong belief in yourself. Couple of years back, we had a 25th reunion, my IIM Calcutta batch, okay. And I was the first guy put in front of everyone. Now you can imagine many of my batchmates, 25 years, okay, done for life, okay, they have made enough money for the next 7 generations, whatever it is, okay, and now they think they have to give Gyan. So how do they give Gyan? Oh, you want to become a faculty in an IIM. So I said, okay, what does it take to do a teaching career? So they put me in front. I didn't know what to say. Suddenly out of nowhere, I was physically pulled in front of the whole batch. I said, on my typical day, I read about 80 pages. 30, 35 academic, 40, 45 general reading. Okay, that's a typical day for me, at least 80 pages. And after doing that for 3-4 weeks, I probably get half a paragraph which I can take to the class. And that's something for you. Remember something. Every next set of students who come after you will be more well-read than you, will know a lot more than you. And that's it. Read, read, and read. You need to constantly upgrade yourself. Okay, you just can't sit on what you have studied here. That's going to be in the past. And today, anything that you want will be available at a click of a mouse. The important thing is you read and you listen to everyone, but you form your own opinion. Remember one thing, I've said this in my last few sessions that I have in my TOS class. Couple of years out of this place, all of you are brands into yourself in the job market. You will be known by the views and the ways that you can have, not by, okay, he passed out of IIM Bangalore, 3 years work experience. That goes. You are known by what views you have, how you tackle situations, and how you have opinions. Your opinions will create the brand in you. And that brand comes from listening and reading a lot, but forming your own opinion. The smartest amongst you is the guy who will know how to connect the dots. Unfortunately, there is no formula to connect the dots. That's something that you have to develop on your own. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, but you'll have to do it. And that's the part, something that you should know for. And yes, of course, the thing is, as I said, listening. And the same thing out here, one more thing. Of course, I am Bangalore. What happened here? 3 Idiots. How can we forget that? What do you know from 3 Idiots? Don't tell me all is well. That's bakwas. There are 2 key things from 3 Idiots. The first one, okay, ये सब grade weight बकवास है. कौन आगे कौन पीछे छोड़ो यार. Learn the subject, and that leads to the second one. Chase excellence, success will follow. It's always that. Now look at what you have tried to do so far. It has been about success, success, and success. Chase excellence. That's what will stand you in the long run. Okay, enough of Gyan. One final point before I end up, okay? Something from a few days after I started my PhD studies, okay, I was sitting with my advisor. And my PhD advisor, pretty well known, and he came to MIT as an undergrad. He was undergrad, master's, PhD from MIT, then assistant professor, associate professor, full professor, deputy dean, acting dean at MIT. Okay, all the way, complete MIT product, okay. So I was sitting with him and we were going through some papers. Now you see, you have this thing, what? Lies, damn lies, statistics. So, he shared a piece of statistic with me. Okay, he said, he shared a piece of statistic with me, and it's left me a lasting impression. What was the statistic? 1 out of 7 non-government jobs in the US has been created by an MIT alumni. Okay? Absorb it. 1 out of 7 non-government jobs in the US has been created by an MIT alumni. Now, when you talk about MIT, what do you talk about? Research, next piece of things, progress, whatever it is, okay? Now think about US. Unlike India, there are hardly any public enterprises. It's all private. And 1 out of 7 jobs has been created by an MIT alumni. So tomorrow when you come back to the institute, don't tell me this is your net worth or Harun list, right? You have made it to the Harun list or whatever that is, okay, that mega richy rich list, or how much you have donated somewhere. Come and tell us how many jobs you have created. Because remember that, okay. Remember one thing, if you are sitting out here, if you see this building and all, this was all a contribution from the government of India, made out of taxpayers' money over the years. It has grown over the years. What you are getting here is a benefit that the government has invested. At some point of time, you need to give back and create a difference to people. At some point of time, if you sit back and listen and think to yourself, there is always a pleasure you'll get of having done something good for someone you don't know. After all, finally, अपने लिए जिए तो क्या जिए, जिए दूसरे जमाने के लिए. Okay, that's all. I leave it with you. Thank you very much. Good night.
Your words of wisdom from the mysterious yellow pages is sure to have mesmerized the batch. Your idea of self-responsibility and eagerness to improve are important in this busy world, now more than ever. We are sure our PGP2s will have the strong belief system to chase their dreams and be able to connect the dots.